Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, students and fans. Welcome to the paradise that is Sultan High School for tonight's non-conference matchup between the visiting Sammamish Redhawks and your Sultan Turks. This evening, Sultan and Sammamish will compete as just play fair schools. Both schools ask that the players, fans, parents, and officials exhibit positive sportsmanship behaviors. Our officials this evening, referee Murray Gordon, umpire Stephen Shows, line judge Scott Rybar, head linesman Barton Hill, and back judge Don Linder. Thank you, gentlemen, for helping us make tonight possible. And now introducing the starting lineup for the Sammamish Redhawks. Number 2, the senior Tito Simon. Number 4, senior Ryan Shoki. Number 5, junior Barry Morissette. Number 13, sophomore Reagan Shoki. Number 15, senior Jamil Thomas. Number 44, senior Will Moss. Number 50, senior Alexander Oswald. Number 55, freshman Fatima Aleu Noah. Number 69, sophomore Ali Kazik. Number 75, sophomore Jack Rivas. And number 88, senior Lewis Stinson. Reminder that Sultan High School and the Emerald Town Conference have a no student re-entry policy. Students exiting the stadium area will not be allowed to return to the game and will need to leave the venue. Sammamish and Sultan fans, if you have folks at home that could not attend the game today, they can watch the game live streamed on turkpride.tv, powered by the Sultan High School Tech Club. Again, that's turkpride.tv. In the unlikely event of an emergency, unless otherwise directed, please exit the stadium and proceed down 8th Street. Your seat cushion does not become a vacation lifestyle. The restrooms and concession stand are located behind the stadium. Please make sure to pick up some refreshments from the concession stand supported by the Turks Fan Club that supports our student activities. the starting lineup for your Sultan Turks is announced by head coach Rick Rudd, his assistants Mark Dahlbeck, Garth McDicken, Ben Murphy, David Bush, and Hayden Del Vecchio. Number 1, a junior lineman, number 61, junior lineman Monty Edwards. Number 56, sophomore lineman Cameron Hersom. Number 54, junior lineman Jacob Fettig. Number 51, junior lineman Sergio Uloa. Number 74, sophomore lineman Dax Whitman. Number 9, senior tight end and co-captain Hayden Murphy. Number 11, senior wide receiver Connor Tallick. Number 15, sophomore wide receiver Julio Vargas. Number 33, senior running back and co-captain Jonathan Van Pelt. Number 17, senior running back and co-captain Derek Feltner. And number 10, junior quarterback Caden Keeler. Fans, if you please stand, face the east end of the stadium for the playing of our national anthem by the award-winning Sultan High School Marching Band under the direction of Miss Jill Sumter.
Glad that you're here with us, spending a little time on a Friday evening on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. 2nd and 4 for the Red Hawks from their own 30-yard line. Shotgun formation.
A little cowboy action there.
Yeah, it was. A little hitch. Handoff to number 2 over the left side. And that's Ebenezer Simon, senior. And that's going to move the chain. So first down for the Red Hawks.
Good.
All right. 1st and 10 for the Red Hawks. And ball's on the ground. And there's a scramble and turnover to the Turks. So bad exchange there, and the Red Hawks turn it over, so the Turks get it in great position here early on in the first quarter. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Sultan from the Sammamish 30-yard line. Looks like right at about the 30-yard line.
I was going to tell you one of the keys of the game was, of course, stopping the run for the Turks, and of course, winning the turnover battle.
That's the first one right there.
So
now, does that really count? Because the turnover actually happened, and now you're saying this after the fact. So
it doesn't count. It doesn't count anymore. You're right.
That was that hindsight is 20/20 or something like that. All right, 1st and 10 for the Turks shotgun formation.
Yep.
2 wides to the right, handoff up the middle. That's Feltner, and he's dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice job there by number 44. Number 44, Will Malls, and of course our number 3, Ethan Coldiron, was there for the quick stop. Now there is not
Cold
a whole
Iron. That's a great football name.
That is a great linebacker.
Cold Iron.
Cold Iron.
That's a great.
I love it. Absolutely. Oh wait, that was number 2. That's Ebenezer. That's Ebenezer Simon. Of course, that's even better.
I tell you, they got some great names here on the Red Hawks. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Turks.
Look at how much space they are giving these guys on the corners.
Yep. Hand off to Feltner over the right side, breaks over a tackle, still on his feet, and going to be knocked out of bounds after a first down at the 10-yard line. So nice breakaway run there by Feltner.
Wow. If he goes off, they are in deep, deep trouble.
Yeah. So again, I think this is going to be primarily running from both teams. Like I said, we talked about Webster and Feltner, obviously, for the Turks.
So their corners are giving them so much respect. I'm going 2 receivers to one side, and I am throwing the wide receiver screen, over to Junior over here. And that could be pretty close to what's going on here. We'll see if they're going to keep running the ball. Nope, Junior's going to go on motion.
In motion. Handoff again to Feltner, and short gain, but stopped. It's going to be 2nd and probably about 8.
Yeah, welcome everybody out there in TV land. Hopefully you guys are having one of your great evenings. We got 38 of you already on the broadcast.
And correction, that was just really no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Turks.
There's nothing wrong with getting them to start keying on Derek, because if they start keying on Derek Feltner, then that opens up the rest of the offense.
Yeah, it does. Hand off to Feltner again on the right side. Look
at that. Touchdown, Turks. No, is he in?
Nope, a little bit short. We're at the 10, so he's over the 5-yard line now. So we're going to have 3rd and about 5, 3rd and 4 3rd and goal from the 4.
I'm not.
3.
I'm not kicking a field goal from down here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 3rd and goal from the 3.
Unless they push me back 5 or 6 yards, I am.
Yeah, 2 down territory here. I would imagine.
But this time, you know what? I'm handing it to Feltner. I'm faking it to him, and I'm the quarterback keeper to the right. Nope. Up the middle. Touchdown, Turks!
There you go. And the Turks are on the board. They jump out to an early 6-0 lead over the Red Hawks of Sammamish.
Welcome to the chat, everybody. 42 of you already out there. Turks get the opening turnover, which means the Turks are going to get the ball to start the second half.
There you go.
Go down and go about 35 yards down and score a touchdown.
Yeah, they did. They made the most of that turnover there deep in Sammamish territory and punched in now for a 6-0 lead with the PAT upcoming.
Okay, can
And
I look?
it's good.
Can I look now?
Yes, and it was good.
Oh, okay.
It was close. It didn't clear the crossbar by a whole bunch, but it was good. 7-0 Turks, 8:04 remaining here in the first.
That's my kicker friend Landon Bauer. They're making
Adventures
it
in
happen.
kicking.
You know what? He is good for almost 80% on his extra points so far this year. So I'm good to go.
You're good to go. It's all good.
It's not adventures in kicking anymore.
Well, that's good.
Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up.
So yeah, we did get to the broadcast a little late today. Just to give you a little background. Turks obviously coming in this game 3-0, perfect on the season. Have only gave up 3 points in one game and 13 points against Coopville. So only given up 16 points all season long. And the Redhawks coming in here from Sammamish at 2-1. Their lone loss coming against Cedar Crest.
And you want to talk about going from one extreme to the other. This week, they have Sammamish, a 2A Kinko school, known for lots and lots of running, to Granite Falls next week, where they're going to have their secondary, and it's going to be a passing game.
Yes.
By the part of Granite Falls.
So yeah, last non-league game before we get into league schedule next week, like Brian had just mentioned, against the Tigers of Granite Falls. Be on the road for that one, heading up to Granite Falls for the Black and Blue Bowl, the 2023 edition of the Black and Blue Bowl. Kickoff. And fielded cleanly by number 4. That's Ryan Schowski.
Rayon Schowski.
Rayon Schowski.
Rayan Schowski,
Yeah, Rayan Schowski. And it's going to be first and 10.
He is a senior.
All right, so second opportunity for the Redhawks here. Again, they turned it over, got an initial first down, and then turned the ball over on about their third or fourth play of the game. And the Turks capitalized and now turned that into a 7-0 lead. Shotgun formation, 2 setbacks. And another
ball's
bad
on the ground
snap.
again.
Taken by number 8, Webster, and he turns a broken play into a first down.
Yeah, that's Ty Webster, and he is electrifying.
Yeah, he certainly is. And just in kind of looking at the stats and what we could read from that, he certainly is the focal point of their offense. So we're probably going to see a lot of number 8 running the ball for the Redhawks tonight.
So one of the reasons that got outside is because of the broken play part of it and everybody rushing to the ball.
Got to keep that spacing. Got to stay home. Hand off to Webster again. He cuts back and short gain. Going to give me a gain of about 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Redhawks. And I see executive producer Diamond Dave Moon's back with us in the booth here. Pointing instructions, giving instructions.
He's going to help me get to where I need to go.
Get to where you need to go? Where do you need to go? Are you lost? Are you lost? All right, 2nd and 8 from the 44.
Another high snap.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, nice job there, stacking up Webster in the middle.
Host of Turks in there. I can see Van Pelt right there in the middle of all that. Looks like Hayden Murphy was in there on that too.
It's going to be 3rd and about 6. It says 3rd and 8, but it's not 8. It's going to be 3rd and about 5, actually.
I don't think this is going to be much of a punting game. No matter what happens here, I'm probably going for it unless I lose a lot of yards here.
Well, there's yet to be a pass. Every play so far has been a run. I don't think there's been one pass
there he
attempt.
goes.
There's Webster again, cuts free.
And that's going to be good for the first down.
Yeah, nice run by that young man. He's going to get enough for the first down. It's going to move the sticks for the Redhawks. So I don't believe we've had a pass by either team so far, Brian.
No, there's
just been run. And that's not surprising when you got two great athletes like Feltner and Webster. You're going to
what that does is what a lot of running does is it shortens the game.
It does. Clock keeps running.
There's less plays because you're shorting the game because the clock doesn't stop on
Right.
incomplete passes
Right.
or the ball going out of bounds. So I mean, we're already at 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
It's clicking away here pretty quickly.
There he goes
Webster
again.
over the left side. He's got some
Got
room.
to keep containment.
Still on his feet. Wow, he's just dragging people. Holy schmolies. You know, we don't have heights and weights, unfortunately, for the Sammamish players, but Webster does not appear to be an extremely, big young man.
Well, we have some Sammamish alums today here on the broadcast. Eric Henneberg, welcome to the broadcast.
Yes, all are welcome. Number 13, Ray Kinshowski, kind of limping. He's getting some treatment there on the side from the trainer. It looks like maybe he might have tweaked an ankle or something. So we hope that young man is okay.
And,
but Webster, nice run. Like I said, Brian, last time he was just pulling people along with him.
Any Sammamish, alumni out there, welcome to the broadcast. Anybody watching from Sammamish, welcome to the broadcast. I am unabashedly a homer.
Yeah. Oh. Hand off to Webster again on the right side, diving forward. Yeah, I was going to say that. So do I need to apologize for you to our viewers in advance?
I'll absolutely.
Oh, okay, good.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize in advance for my friend and colleague here. He's really well-intentioned. He is. He is very well-intentioned. All right, we're going to go to 2nd and 7. And the Redhawks are getting down very close here to the goal line, so the Turks defense needs to hold.
Well, 2nd and goal on the 7.
And that's Webster again, and he's in for the score. So just like that, the Redhawks come back and answer, and now trail 7-6. PAT upcoming.
Well, that's the first hit was done by the Turks, and then they answered it right away. This is going to be a quick game. You're going to see a lot of running, and the team that's going to win is the team that has the least amount of mistakes with the ball.
Yep. And so far, Sammamish has had one mistake, which Turks have turned into 7 points. PAT upcoming here. And it looks like they're going to go for 2. And any bets on who might get the ball? Number 8. Number 8, Webster, deep in the backfield. And handoff to Webster. Cuts back, and
he didn't make it.
No signal.
Oh,
yes,
he
is. He is in. VAR official does finally make the signal, and that's 2 points for the Redhawks, so they jump out now to an 8-7 lead.
Well, that changes the dynamic a little bit, just a little.
So Brian, here we're 2 series into this game, and we have seen Feltner and Webster. Should we be surprised coming into this game? We knew we were going to see Feltner and Webster, and we have seen Feltner and Webster. All right, so this one is got all the hallmarks of being a good one. 4 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Turks trailing 7-8. So looking at the standings right now in the Emerald Sound Conference where the Turks reside, they are currently in first place, tied with Kings. Both teams are 3 wins, no losses.
Kings with a 28-26 victory last weekend over Nooksack Valley.
Wow.
That's a huge win.
Yeah.
And that does wonders for your rankings, your RPI.
Mm-hmm.
Then that goes into your seeding for the playoffs.
Yep. So currently we have Sultan at 3-0, Kings at 3-0. This is coming into tonight's games. Granite Falls 2-1, South Whidbey 2-2, and Cedar Park Christian at 1-2. So South Whidbey, they've got an extra game, and they got 4 games in already. I'm not sure how they got an extra game in, but anyway, they are at 2-2.
The Windmill Espresso kickoff.
And it's short. Fielded cleanly by the Turks. And by number 11, still on his feet, and he's going to be down at the 45-yard line. So great field position to start for the Turks. Their
Connor
second drive.
Talick with He is a 6'2", 150-pound senior for the Turks. Good field position for the Turks.
And, Brian, speaking of Kings, they are playing. Mount Baker is at Kings tonight. So that is the game that we'll keep an eye on as well. Both of those teams coming in tonight at 3-0.
And, of course, everything being equal, Kings now has their own stream for their football games.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
They're not nearly as good as
us.
us.
They're just copying us, right? They just wish they had the dream team, right? All right, 1st and 10 for the Turks. 4 minutes and 33 seconds. I hand off to number 17, Derek Feltner over the right side. We have seen that play probably 4 or 5 times already tonight. And a short gain for Feltner. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Turks.
Yep. I'll take 4 yards every time.
4 yards in a cloud of dust. 4 yards every time. You keep racking first down. So that's what it's all about, moving the sticks and
sooner or later, they're gonna fake it. And I tell you, the end around, they fake it to Feltner and give it to Junior, Mr. Electric.
Yeah,
just watch him run.
The offense has been pretty predictable thus far, and I think you're right, Brian. They're going to switch it up here at some point. And
that's going to be close. That's going to be just short of the first down.
I think he's going to be just about a half a yard short.
That was Van Pelt on the carry, I believe.
So it's going to be 3rd and about a half a yard. Yeah, 3rd and about a half a yard at the 46.
And you know what I want to see here? I just want to see a quarterback keeper. But we'll see. They haven't even tried to throw it over the middle yet.
They haven't tried to throw it, and neither team has attempted a pass yet here. And we're 3 minutes and 23 seconds into the first. So this is.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't go the whole game.
This is old school football right here, Brian. This is cloud of dust type stuff going on. Handoff. That's Feltner over the left side.
Yeah, that's going to be good for the first down.
Dives it forward for the first down. That's going to move the sticks. And gets over the midfield stripe, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Turks from the Sammamish 48-yard line.
There we go. Let's see what happens here. It's just a matter of time that they go to that play action, and they're gonna try to go deep. Keegan Arnold into the game. Yes, that Keegan Arnold.
Shotgun formation, man in motion coming across, and there's your screen. Nope. And that one didn't fool anybody. Loss of about a yard on the play. It's going to be.
No, that didn't quite go like it was supposed to.
No. 2nd and 11 for the Turks. Under 2 minutes here remaining in the first quarter. Hand off to Feltner. He dives over the right side.
Yeah, close
and
to the throw. He's
still on his feet. Nice job by that. Wow. Oh, moving the pile. And
beast mode. No. What about beast mode? No, we have Feltner Express mode.
Yeah.
Good for the Turk. First down.
Yeah, nice job there. Looked like he was stopped well short and kept driving his legs and was able to move the pile and move the sticks correspondingly. Minute and a half now remaining in the first.
I'll tell you, neither team has shown that they can stop the run yet.
No, and that's interesting when both teams probably knew that they were going to run. Turks knew that Sammamish was going to run, and Sammamish probably knew that the Turks were going to run primarily. And even with that, neither defenses have given up quite a few yards.
Timeout. Oh,
we've got a flag.
It's going to be a procedure penalty.
Yeah, I got a flag by the back judge there. And that's against the Turks. So they'll march off 5. And it's going to be first and 15.
That was a different that was a different formation than what.
Yeah,
we've seen.
that was a little curious.
There was 2 wing backs, and I liked what they were doing. And there's no reason why they can't go back to whatever it is they were trying to do there. I go run this, the way that they're running the ball. I would go back and run the exact same play again on first down and see what happens with it. And they do. They go back into the same formation to see that they've got the 2 wing backs.
Yep.
One's probably going to go in motion here. Nope.
That's going to be a little quick hitch over in the flat.
Van Pelt's around
Pelt's
the corner.
got it. Still on his feet, and he's going to be just short of a first down, looks like.
Now that's a pass.
It is a pass.
But
that's second pass
that
now.
is really more an extension of the run game there.
Yeah, it is. So 2 consecutive passes now for the Turks.
And if they're going to
second
continue,
and about 2.
if these guys are going to continue to give a 7 to 10 yard cushion on these receivers, there's no reason in the world why they can't keep doing it.
Yeah, that's. I think that's just an adjustment to what they're giving them. Like you said, Brian, they're giving them some pretty soft coverage, so they're taking advantage of that. And here we are, end of the first. Wow, and a very rapidly.
Let me see here. I know I've got some.
21 minutes. 21 minutes is all from kickoff. And at the end of 1, the Turks trail 8-7. All right. Brian, you going to hit some of our sponsors here?
We have some new sponsors here for this year. And let's just start. I'm just going to start at the bottom and go work our way up a little bit. We've got Cascadia Inn, where history meets hospitality. Since 1922, we've been your cozy retreat in the heart of the Cascade Mountains, nestled in the beautiful Skycomish Valley. We believe in keeping your adventure affordable, so you can explore the Cascade Mountains, fish in the Skycomish River, or hit the slopes at Stevens Pass area without breaking the bank. That is Cascadia Inn.
It is in downtown Skycomish. All right, how about Boys and Girls Club of Snohomish County? New sponsor this year, Boys and Girls Club of Snohomish County, nonprofit organization providing young people ages 5 to 18 with a safe and positive place to spend their time before and after school and during summer. Stay tuned to hear about upcoming activities here locally at Sultan Boys and Girls Club. Also to JB Fitness, Extension Sky Valley residents, you're looking for a fitness center that offers something for everyone? Look no further than JB Fitness on Main Street in Sultan. We have a wide range of class options, including our newest edition, Aerial Yoga. Plus, we have classes specifically designed for kids and seniors. And with 24/7 access, you can work out on your own schedule. Plus, don't forget about our Kids Club, available throughout the week. Check the schedule for times. So come and join the JB Fitness family today and see the difference it can make in your life. All right, back to second quarter action here. We switch sides, and we're going to the Turks are now going towards the west. And it is 2nd and 3 from the 22, from the Sammamish 22. Shotgun formation. And dropped after a short gain. 3rd and 3. All right. 3 wide receivers left for the Turks. Man in motion. That's Van Pelt. He goes over to the left side and dropped after probably a no gain. That's going to bring up 4th down. So big decision here, Brian, for the Turks. Early on, it's going to be 4th and 6 from the 27. 4th and 7 from the 27-yard line. So again, this is going to be probably have to go for it. Certainly can't punt here, and just a bit too far for adventures in kicking.
Well, it looks like we're going to have
It's going to be 4th and 7. Okay, first really key play of the game here for the Turks. Can they convert on 4th and 7 at the Sammamish 27-yard line and keep this drive alive? There you go. Yeah, it's a first down. Nice play by the Turks.
Now, I know I've been hitting on it quite a bit, but I've been hitting on the I know I've been hitting on it quite a bit, but I've been hitting on the amount of cushion that the corners have been giving them.
Right. They took advantage of it. Like you said, they are starting to. It was run, and now the Turks have really started to open up the passing game a little bit, keep them off balance. 1st and 10 at the 15 for the Turks.
And I've been having fun over here. They've been giving me
They give you a new toy.
They give me a new
You're playing
toy.
some new toy over there. And
that's wide open.
Wide open. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Turks. That is Talik in the end zone.
He got there just in time, boy. It was hanging up there a little bit.
Well, yeah, that was a moonshot there by Caden Keeler.
It was. It was kind of hanging up there, and the defender was closing rapidly, but was able to get it there just in time.
Let me see if I've got this on.
And it brings us up to a 13-8 with the PAT upcoming.
There it is, yeah. Oh, this is cool. I told you that play action pass was going to work. Okay, they're going to line up, and they're going to go for 2 now.
It's Vargas in motion. Hand out to Feltner, up the middle, and it's good.
And he goes in, and it's good.
All right. And that makes it 15. There you go, 15-8. 15-8. Turks.
Yeah, that's amazing. That I gotta mark that last play. I just flagged it, so that's good to go. Being able to put these replays into the my color commentary is just gonna go to the next level here, folks.
My colleague here is very excited. He's like a kid with a new toy at Christmas on Christmas morning.
Well, pretty soon we're gonna hook this in, and I'm gonna be able to replay stuff, and I can highlight it. I can be all John Madden on you.
You'll be all John Madden. Oh, he's gonna be drawing with his finger and all that sort of stuff there, right?
All right. Well, we got a Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up.
We do.
And then of course we'll talk about some of our new sponsors.
Yes, we will. We will continue with acknowledging our fine sponsors here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. And boom. And it's just a little squibber. And fielded there and down immediately for the Red Hawks. So, Sammamish will get it. 1st and 10, 9 minutes and 48 seconds remaining here in the first half.
One of our new great sponsors, a donation from Cameron Skis, Grandma and Grandpa. Thank you very much for your donation to TurkPride.tv. And PharmaSave. At PharmaSave, we're not just a pharmacy, we're your neighbors, friends, and fellow community members. We're dedicated to provide top-notch health care and personal attention to everyone who walks through our doors.
All right, 1st and 10 here for the Red Hawks from the 30-yard line.
Looks like we got some procedure penalty. Now I know I talked to you about this earlier. The team that makes the most mistakes is most likely going to lose this game. Oh, I realize it was a Ron Fairleyism or a Dan Ballerism. The team that scores the most points wins.
I thought that's what you're going to say. The team that scores the most points will probably win the game.
Well, like I said, I mean, obviously the ability to throw the ball by the Turks has been the difference in this game so far. When you look at the rushing disparity between Ty Webster and the Feltner Express, it's 90 to 50. I mean, carries for the year. Obviously, Webster has carried a heavier load.
Bigger part of their total offense, yeah. The Turks' offense is much more diversified with their passing game and obviously a lot of reliance on the run, but being able to supplement with the pass.
Webster again on the last play.
Yeah, nice job in containing him and keeping him to a short gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down
So what play do these guys use? I'm only getting the end zone cam, so it's all Madden stuff, guys.
Third and 14 for the Redhawks from the 27. Hand off to Webster over the left side. Oh, nice job in containing him. Got some initial hit and then got some help. And it's going to be 4th and a ton for Sammamish. So I think they're going to be in a punting situation here. So a nice stop by the Turks.
Yeah, looks like Junior Vargas was one of the guys that was there to take him down. And he's going to need to follow him around a little bit. Now, Keegan Amo back deep for the Turks here.
Almost back at his own 44-yard line, awaiting the punt. No rush applied by the Turks. And Almost fair catch.
Nice job with the fair
47.
catch. You know, you just don't want to make a mistake there.
No.
8:15 left to go here in this second period. Turks up 15-8.
All right, we'll mention a couple more of our fine sponsors here.
Well,
the Startup Event Center. Event Center, Brian. They're doing a great job.
Don't forget about Startup Event Center.
I'm going to tell you about them. The Sky Valley Arts Council and volunteers have restored the historic Startup Gym back into service as a community and event center. Sky Valley Arts Council provides information on arts and heritage events, activities, and venues in the Skycomish Valley of Washington State.
Hey, you know, as long as you're going to the Sky Valley Startup Event Center,
yeah,
you might as well stop in the 4 lanes at Maria's Mexican Food Truck located at the Chevron gas station by the roundabout in Sultan.
There we go. Good stuff. All right, 8 minutes and 15 seconds remaining, 15-8. Turks with the lead and the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Hand off to Feltner and stopped. Very short gain. Maybe a gain of a half a yard. Yeah, about a half a yard. It's going to be 2nd and a long 9.
Okay, now remember how I told you the Turks have about 50 kids suited up tonight.
Yes.
Sammamish has about 28.
Mm-hmm.
So their best players are playing both ways.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And the fourth quarter, I know I talked about it last week a lot, has a lot to do with what's going to happen. Now, that slant over there on the left is wide open right now.
Mm-hmm. Feltner over the left side cuts back to the right and plows forward for just a couple of yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Turks.
Well,
it's going to be 3rd and about 7.
This is 4-down territory.
3rd and 6.
They don't run that play to the left off tackle like that unless they're planning on getting some yards and going for it on 4th down here.
I think you're probably right, Brian. So far, they're going to kind of be in that position where you really don't want to punt it away.
That slant is still going to be wide open.
And Feltner over the left side. Oh, dropped nicely from behind by number 56, I believe it was. Maybe it was, I don't have a 56. I thought it was 56 from our vantage point here, but nice tackle by the Red Hawk defender. And that's going to bring up 4th and 8, Brian. So decision time here, right at midfield, 4th and 8 for the Turks. And
well, you know
looks
what?
like we might get a punt. Looks like we're going to get a punt here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to punt here.
Adventures in punting?
Mr. Electric is back there, and he could take off, but I doubt it.
I think we got a close game here. I don't think they're going to try anything too risky this early on.
Well, with a 1-score lead with 6 minutes to go in the first half, if it was 4th and 2, I would maybe do something different.
And the kick is pretty high. And it's going to take a bounce and kind of squib and take a Turk roll. And it's going to die on the 15-yard line, it looks like. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Red Hawks on their own 15.
Well, as I watch these games, I know I clench my teeth quite a bit, but good thing we have Sultan Dental Center. Dr. Vickery and his staff pride themselves in being honest, truthful, and community-centered clinicians, offering services to patients of all ages while attempting to preserve the small-town feel of Sultan. They understand that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to patient care and take great pride in creating individual plans that are attainable for the patient.
There we go.
And the reason why I have dental problems is because of Mountain View Diner and their dessert display in the middle.
You've partaken of the carousel.
Oh my goodness, the cinnamon rolls are to die for.
Have you tried everything on the carousel? Probably, right?
Everything but strawberry rhubarb.
Everything.
I don't know if they've ever had it. I never looked for it.
Hand off. Webster still on his feet, battling forward, and dives forward for a short gain. And thus far, the Turks have done a good job in keeping him bottled up fairly well. I mean, he has not really broken loose on any gain of any substantial.
The coaches are telling them. The coaches are telling the defensive end and the linebackers, don't break contain. What that means is they're going to go try to get to the. He's going to get to the outside and try to get around you.
Got to force him in.
You got to force him in
Yep.
to your help.
Yep.
And that's how that works.
It is. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 10, so no gain for Webster on that first down play.
And they passed it.
Yeah, it's the first throw of the game and caught. Wow, right at the 50-yard line. So nice throw, nice catch there by the Redhawks.
That was a good catch by.
I think that might have caught the Turks napping a little bit there because it's been run up until now.
That was an amazing catch there by. I mean, the quarterback put it where only his receiver could get.
Yeah,
it.
he dropped it right in there. If they were going to miss, he was going to miss out of bounds. It was not going to be intercepted. Okay, we're back to action now. 1st and 10 from the 50.
I wonder if they're going to run the ball again.
Yeah, well, they got some room now. And there's Webster, and he breaks through first line of containment and still on his feet, fighting forward for about 9 yards. So
he is something to watch.
He is very elusive and difficult to hang on to. So it's going to be 2nd and 2, it looks like, for Sammamish. And Sammamish is going in a hurry-up offense here, quick in and quick out of the huddle as clock continues to roll. 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining until halftime. Redhawks trailing the Turks 15-8. Hand off to Webster up the middle, following some blockers, makes a second tier, and it's going to be a first down for Sammamish.
Well, this game has been pretty much everything we thought it would be,
Yep.
except we've seen a little more passing than we thought we were going to see.
A little bit, not tremendously. I mean, this is still pretty run first, and pass is kind of an afterthought.
Kind of like the Seahawks,
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
This is football. The play action, just setting up the play action with the run is as old as Pete Carroll.
Hand off. There's Webster. And breaks through and gets a little
that initial hole that he's getting into, the Turks have got to figure out a way to plug that up.
Yeah, he hits the hole very quickly, and he really squirts through that first hole, and then it's really up to the linebackers to step up and fill. And he's getting into that second level. We call second level is defensive linemen are first level. Your linebackers are second level. So it's your second level.
Third level is your
DBs and your
DBs.
Yeah, you don't want to get in the third level. Webster, man, he just hits that hole so hard. There he goes. He's off to the races, and nobody's going to catch him to the corner. Touchdown.
He was shot.
Redhawks.
He was shot out of the cannon on that.
Brian, he hits that hole so quick. I mean, by the time those linemen don't have to open that hole up for more than just a split second because he is just right on their tail. And, boy, as an offensive lineman, that makes your job so much easier when you know that back is going to hit that hole that quickly. You really don't have to sustain your blocks other than just that initial contact.
Well, the initial hole, I mean, I'm going to look. You look at the initial hole. Let's see what happens here. I got a new toy, everybody. I'm going to love it when we get to implement this.
You're going to see the hole on the right side, and boy, just right there.
Yeah,
It was so short, but it was just big enough for him to squirt through, and that's all it took, and he was gone.
And the linebacker didn't. Well, he didn't do anything wrong. He needed to turn it in, and he beat him to the outside.
And the extra point, 2-point attempt is good. And just like that, it is now 16-15, I believe. 16-15. Wow. This is a good game, Ryan. I knew tonight was going to be a good game, and it has not disappointed thus far. 2 minutes and 48 seconds remaining until half. All right, let's talk about some more of our fine sponsors here on TurkPride.tv. Green Shields Industrial Supplies. Call the folks at Green Shields Industrial Supply. They have talented, experienced staff with the knowledge to find and make the right product for your project. These guys build rigging assemblies, hose assemblies, sell commercial-grade tools, and many, many products for contractors, manufacturers, warehouses, government, and consumers. Green Shield sells excavator teeth, cutting edges, blades, tracks, and ground engagement tools. Green Shield sells Ariens and gravelly lawn mowers. Green Shield's Industrial Supply was founded in 1953, still located on the original store in North Everett. If you'd like to learn more about our store and what we offer, Green Shield, gshields.com. That's gshields.com. All right, 2:48 as we had said, and just an absolute great game thus far. I hope you enjoy it just as much as we're enjoying bringing it to you here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics.
Well, we have our Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up.
You know, Dave Moon, our executive producer, has been known to frequent Windmill Espresso a time or two. They might know his name.
Oh, ball's on the ground. I think Sammamish has picked it up.
Oh, boy, they did.
They did the onside kick on him.
Sammamish gets the ball back. Wow. So Redhawks rolling the dice here a little bit and getting the Turks, catching them unprepared there, and they're going to get the ball back just under 3 minutes, 3 minutes remaining, and trying to see if they can.
And I get a zoom on this too. Dave, I love you. I shouldn't say that on the air. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
Bounced off the Turk player, it looks like.
Oh, you know.
Hit him right in the hands. All right. So Turks are going to have to hold tough here. They do not want to give up another score before halftime.
Let me see what happened here. Okay. Well, I thought he was down and touched, but he just didn't have. They said he didn't have control of the ball. Oh, he had it in his hands for just a moment.
Hit his hands and bounced right up.
Yeah.
All right,
he had it for just a second. So.
But anyway, it's Sammamish ball, 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line.
The way that Webster's been hitting that hole.
Oh man.
They need a big stop here.
Hand off to Webster.
You can't tackle him with your arms, guys.
Oh boy. All right, almost breaks it loose again. It's going to be enough for a first down. Number 8, Ty Webster, the senior for the Redhawks. He's getting going, Brian. He's he's starting to cook out there.
Yeah,
he's starting to cook. Again, if you missed the opening, that young man is coming into the game tonight, averaging 230 yards per game on the ground. That's just an astronomical number. A running back that runs on average. He has almost 700 yards rushing in 3 games such far this season. So you're getting a treat. You're seeing Mr. Feltner, obviously, who we're used to seeing, and Mr. Webster on the other side. Just a really a run-centric game thus far, and that's why this game is clicking along at a very rapid pace now. 2 minutes remaining until halftime.
Oh, so they're running the clock down. They want to go down and score before the game is over, before the half is over.
Webster over the right side, gain of about 2. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 7. 8. Yeah, let's call it 8. 2nd and 8. And Sammamish better get moving here. The clock continues to run. I don't think either team has called a timeout thus far. Sammamish might think about using one here.
If they don't get a first down here, you'll see them call a timeout. They've got 3 timeouts left to go, so that's.
Clock continues to run. Minute and 20 seconds. Minute 20. And they're being very purposeful in how they're coming up to the line of scrimmage. I guess they seem to think that they can score quickly and don't want to give the ball back to the Turks at any time. Webster running and stays in bounds. I'm surprised that he did not step out of bounds to kill the clock. And they are going to take their first timeout with just a little over a minute, 1:02 remaining here in the second period. Turks trailing 16-15.
That was a good job by Feltner and company getting over there to get that. And Hayden Murphy's. Oh, I saw. Is there a flag on the play?
Yep. Yes, there is. It's against Sammamish. I did not see that, so that's going to step it off.
That's a 10-yard penalty. So no first down. They'll play second down again.
Second and a little over 10. Second down. I'll call it second and 11.
Let me see if I can see where the penalty happened here.
At the 45-yard line.
I have a new toy, everybody, and I am ecstatic.
Under a minute to go.
Yeah, there's a block in the back there. That's what that was.
And there's Webster. And still on his feet and drop down after a gain of about 9. I would say it's going to bring up third and about 2.
Well, somebody's going to call a timeout here, and it's probably not going to be the Turks.
Yeah, Sammamish calls timeout. 37 seconds remaining. So if I'm Sammamish, I don't really understand this kind of slow,
well, they're
methodical.
They're probably going to have to throw. They're going to have to try to get the first down. Call a timeout and then see if they can use the play action and go deep. Obviously, we haven't seen a kicker yet, other than the onside kick that they were able
successful.
To get back.
Yeah, that was
amazing. That was amazing on that. I mean, that was a good kick, and it got them unawares.
Yeah, it did. It kind of caught the Turks unprepared. I don't think they were anticipating an onside kick here in the first half in a very close game.
So this is a huge down. They've got to get the first down. Now the clock stops, but they only have 37 seconds. So
right.
Unless you've called 2 plays and you've practiced your hurry up offense, which I doubt they have at this level, but we'll see.
All right, the Red Hawks come up. It's 3rd and 3 from the 36-yard line.
This is going to be a pass.
Nope, they hand it to Webster, but they drop him down. No gain, so it's 4th down.
And I'm letting
4th and 11.
If they don't call a timeout here, I'm just letting. They're gonna be content to let.
This drive really puzzles me because they took the initiative of doing the onside kick, but they have really not managed the clock well.
Or they're gonna take it down to about 5 seconds and then call a timeout and then try to go to the end zone.
I guess I don't know.
Okay.
It just seems like an odd clock management here by Sammamish. They had the ball with about 2 minutes to go.
I'm not throwing. I mean, I'm not punting in this situation.
No. I'm kind of scratching my head a little bit.
You're going to try to see if you can get the ball in the end zone or run one more play, and then if he is stopped short, it's no big deal. The ball, The
thing is, though, you got to score first. It's like they're playing to not give the ball back to the Turks with much time, but you got to score first. You got to score the touchdown first. Yeah. Score the touchdown first and play defense. Don't try to manage the clock and then think you can score just at will whenever you want to. All right, so it's 9 seconds basically. We're down to the last play of the game here. And you're right, Brian, it's probably going to be now they did make a nice completion, a very deep throw just a little bit ago here in the second quarter. I'd imagine you probably see something like that again.
They're punting. I really think they're going to punt here.
All right.
Nope, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I formation. And the pass. And again, same play as before, throwing it up, pitch and catch. Oh, no, and time's going to expire. So close, but no. So these Turks hold at the 10-yard line unless do we have a flag?
I don't see a flag on the ground.
Just like the officials were chatting with each other, they're like, there might be something.
There might be a second left on the clock.
What I'm surprised didn't happen, if the receiver had stepped out of bounds, there may have been a second on the clock. But he was fighting for yardage and stayed inbounds, and that's going to be it. There are double zeros on the clock.
The good news is I get to watch this.
Yeah.
See what happens here.
Yeah, see, if he'd have gone out of bounds, there probably would have been a second left on the clock, but he continued to fight for yardage and stayed inbounds, and the clock expires. Well, that takes us to halftime, Brian. And a great game, very competitive first half. Turks trailing the Redhawks of Sammamish High School 16-15. So,
well, yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back here. We got 15 minutes on the clock. You and I will be back here. In
we
10,
will. We will.
10.
So you're going to go over and get some of your things that are built into your contract, free food, beverages, things like that.
I get nothing.
Oh,
I get nothing free. The only thing I get for free around here is the disrespect.
That's given freely, and you know how much we love to give that to you, Brian. We really do.
So hey, all 66 of you out there, thank you so much for watching tonight.
Yeah,
and
great first half.
Great first half,
and
man. It's gonna be a of a second half coming up. 16-15 Sammamish at the half.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. Like I said, take your bathroom break, get something to drink, something to eat, get back, get in front of your computer or easy chair, wherever you're enjoying the game tonight. Settle in, because we're going to have a great second half coming up here.
Call Rico's Pizza and have them deliver you a pizza.
There
okay,
you go.
Everybody?
All right, we'll be back shortly.
All right, bye.
They will be running through their parade routine for you tonight as a dress rehearsal. And just a reminder, if you are a parent in the stands, your band needs to be at Sultan tomorrow at 7 a.m. The Marching Turks would like to thank the Sultan Music Parents Association for their support. If you'd like to be in the Sultan Music Parents, they meet their second Monday of each month at 7 p.m. in the high school common. Come and see how you can support the marching band group. If you want to cheer on the Marching Turks tomorrow in Leavenworth, the Honor Parade begins at 8, and they would love your support. And now, let the Marching Turks entertain you with the 1979 Dawn of Summer hit, Rockstar. featured at Turks T-shirts. You can purchase them at the West Gate entrance. Again, Sultan's flag store open at the West Gate entrance.
All right. We are back. Hopefully you got your snacks and your beverage and made it to the bathroom and you're ready for a second half of football. So, Brian, what thoughts on the first half?
Well, the Turks are going to have to make an adjustment. They have to figure out a way. 8's going to get his. Ty Webster's going to get his.
Yep.
But they have got to figure out a way to get 1 or 2 stops, and they're going to have to. They have to score. They have to score every time they have the ball.
Yeah, I think that the possessions, like you said, are pretty valuable. That you need to. Now the Turks have obviously got that early turnover. They turned that into their first 7 points, jumped out into that early lead. But since then, Sammamish, to their credit, has been very resilient. Have come back, and like I said, Webster is very explosive.
And I'm talking to. I'm either changing my front line on the kickoff, or I'm going all hands team, or I'm doing something different.
Right. Yeah,
Now, they caught you unawares. They just need to be aware
that could happen again, right?
that there's a chance that they're going to go ahead and they're going to do the onside kick again. Turks are going to get the ball to start the second half.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 50-50 right now on whether Sammamish does another onside kick or not.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. Like I said,
This
obviously
is the kind of
caught them off guard the first
This
time.
is the kind of game that's a turnover. Mm-hmm. Each team's had 1 turnover. And each team has scored 2 touchdowns.
Right.
Okay. The only difference is that we scored first, and so we kicked the extra point rather than going for 2. They've scored 2 points every time. They've gone for 2 and scored both times.
Right.
And that's the difference in the ball game right now.
Yeah, they haven't shown any desire to kick. But anyway, so no, great game in the first half, very competitive. Coming in, really, it's been pretty much what I expected, Brian. Run first, pass is kind of an afterthought. Turks did mixing the pass a little bit more as we got into the second quarter.
Well,
but,
I will say this:
run.
our receivers against their safeties.
Mm-hmm.
Their safeties. I'm not talking so much about their corners are giving them 7 to 10 yards cushion.
Mm-hmm.
That means the slant is going to be there all day, and they're playing 1 deep safety.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're playing 1 deep safety and 1 up in the box, if you can get past the corner and throw it into those go routes,
mm-hmm.
or
hit that seam, yeah,
hit a seam route, it's wide open right now.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the Turks do integrate some more passing into their offense. Derek Feltner has been his normal self, very consistent, running extremely hard, getting those tough yards and keeping drives moving for the Turks. So would continue to expect to see a good dose of Mr. Feltner here in the second half as well. All right, so, yes, we down to about 2 minutes here before halftime concludes, and we'll be on to second half action. All right, so Brian, maybe looking forward next Friday night, Granite Falls. Turks leave the friendly confines of Turk Stadium and head up to meet the dreaded Tigers of Granite Falls. What are your thoughts on that?
This is a Black and Blue Bowl.
Throw the records out the book, right? Throw the records out.
One team can be 0-4 and the other can be 4-0.
And it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I mean, most of the time these games are really, really close. I've seen it go both ways. I've seen one team score, beat the crap out of them.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, one of my favorite moments in the Black and Blue Bowl, in the history of the Black and Blue Bowl, is a couple of Granite Falls players at the end of the game decided to take a cheap shot at our quarterback. And they were talking some trash in the middle of the field, and the quarterback turns, and he points to the scoreboard, and he turns around and walks away. That was recording his in for this game. It says. Anyway, so that being said, it's still the Black and Blue Bowl. I don't know how many overtime games you and I have been in the Black and Blue Bowl.
Yeah.
It's usually decided by the last play of the game, but by one score. I've seen overtime games go, and I've seen them come, and so.
There's just something to be said about a rivalry game. Regardless. Now it looks like Obviously, we'll have to see what the outcome of Granite Falls
Now,
score is.
you
But
and
Granite
I-
Falls is at 2-1, and the Turks are at 3-0. So it could be two teams coming with very good records into that game.
Well, you and I have the privilege of looking forward to that game. But right now, the Turks have a Red Hawk by the tail, and that Red Hawk has been running all over them. And
Yeah.
they have got to make the adjustment. They have got to make the adjustment on
Mr. Webster. He is the focal point. Now, I will say for the most part, they have kept him fairly well contained. He did have a nice breakaway run on the touchdown there towards the tail end of the second quarter.
And you're never going to keep him completely contained.
No, you're just going to try to limit his yard. He's going to get his touches. He's going to get his yards. You just want to
Be
keep
ready
away
for the
those
ball,
big-
guys. Windmill espresso kickoff.
Yeah, just a short little bloop kick. Oh!
That was a hell of a legal play.
It was. I mean, it was not a fair catch. He picked up the Turk player picked up the ball. He's alive. It's a live ball. He's a live play, and he got rocked.
Yeah,
he got rocked.
Yeah, he
so
did.
okay. Anyway, fortunately, he held on to the ball. That's the good thing. He held the ball, and the Turks are 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line.
That was number 16 on the hit for.
Yeah, no, he put a good
that
smack on it.
That was.
And unfortunately, that young man, we don't have a 16 on our roster
Yeah,
that we were
we
provided.
don't know
so
who that is, but
we apologize.
if you're watching, good hit, man.
If that was your son, good job.
Ah,
we
we've
would love
got
to
the
recognize
Bargmans.
him, but we don't know who
The
he is.
Bargmans from Nebraska are on the broadcast.
Oh, there we go. Welcome. And it's a deep throw to Vargas. Oh, had it, but double coverage closed quickly and knocked it away. Incomplete.
No, that's their receiver was playing corner. He's playing receiver and corner. Well, you have to throw the ball deep every once in a while, just to keep them
honest.
Keep them honest.
Yep.
I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, I wish he wouldn't have thrown it into double coverage like that.
Right.
You know, you want to see if you can get.
Yeah, he kind of hung it out there for him, and Vargas was unable to come down with it.
There's a reason that I'm down here. I'm up here, and the coaches are down there. But I would have rather gone underneath on a slant route, but that's okay.
Handoff to Feltner up the middle, and still on his feet, and then dropped after a very short gain.
Yeah,
maybe a yard at the most. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 9.
Well, 3 and out is not going. 3 and out is not going to help the Turks very much. And I'm not going to say 4 down territory here, but 3 and out is not going to help our Turks. They are not going to help our Turks very much.
Yeah, we want to kind of set a tone here to start this second half. Turks
Like I said, the slant is not there on this play.
And it's out into the flat. Oh, nice catch.
He's going to be just short, but he's going to be close enough that I want to go for it here.
Yeah, Vargas did a nice job going up to get that ball. It's going to be 4th and about 1.
So that was not
short one, maybe even less than a yard.
It wasn't quite a slant, but yeah, I'm not getting anything on the. So.
Oh, and it's quick hurry up. They're going to go for a sneak. Oh, I don't know if he got it, Brian.
He didn't make
I don't think he did it. He did.
He's going to be just short.
It didn't fool anybody. And no, it was stopped well short. Well short. That's too bad. Turks did a hurry up into a big bunch formation, and it was an obvious sneak, and they just were unable to push it across, and they turn it over on down. So
that's another turnover.
That's not the way you want the second half to start.
Now, I have zero problem with going for it there. I have zero problem with the play call. You know, hindsight's 20/20. That's exactly what I would have done. But like I said, there's a reason I'm up here and they're down there.
It's exactly what you would have done, but you would have got the first down instead.
No,
right?
I would not. I would have called the exact same play. And they did exactly what I wanted them to do and what I thought they should do, and it didn't work out.
All right, so
now the Turks have got to get a stop. And
now we get to see Mr. Webster handle the ball here again. He's a single tailback there behind in shotgun formation. Hand off to him. Oh, the right man just so quick through the hole, Brian. Oh my goodness, he is just so explosive through the hole. that young man just hits the hole so fast. Boy, speaking as an former offensive lineman, you just love it when your running back's going to hit the hole that quickly.
As a former running back, I can tell you that's the key to being a good running back.
Oh, yeah.
Is you hit that hole. Now, he's a hell of a lot faster than I ever could have hoped to be.
He's very quick, and I would call him a slasher almost. I mean, he just really slashes through
He just hits the hole. But the linemen are making these huge holes for him.
And now we got a flag.
That's coming back with holding.
Yeah. Yeah, the way Webster just hits that hole and slashes through there so quickly.
Yeah, that's coming back. That's going to be a
small
hold.
Opening
that's
that he's able just to squirt right through.
Now, when they do throw the ball, they've been throwing it to 13.
Mm-hmm.
If they get into a throwing situation again, and they have been picking on one of our corners in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's got to make that adjustment. He's a good football player. Our guy's a good football player. He's got to make that adjustment.
Yep. All right, so it's going to be stepped off against the Red Hawks. And it's going to bring it back to the 40-yard line.
It's going to be first and 18?
First and about 18, yes. Good call there. First and 18.
Well, I looked on the scoreboard.
You cheated.
I cheated.
You cheated.
I didn't judge that.
Oh, yeah, well.
It's a little bit different formation.
Yeah, under center. Hand off to Webster over the right side. Breaks over the first line of defense. Still on his feet. And pushed out of bounds. Nice run there by that young man. That's going to be enough for a Sammamish first down.
So they took one of the backs and they put him in. They had an extra blocker.
Quarterback
on the
was under center that time. Yeah. So a little different formation. But the go-to man was the same. Number 8, Ty Webster.
Well, I've told you again and again that contain is so, and get that running back turned back in is so important. Easier said than done. If I'd have been good at it, I'd have been playing in college too. But
Webster up the middle. Oh, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and he is in for the score. So, I mean, he runs very hard too.
Well,
I mean,
you're going to see this guy playing on Saturdays.
He's just got a great combination of quickness, ability to slash through the hole and make those quick cuts, but he can take and deliver a hit.
He's going to be playing. He's going to be playing on Saturdays next year.
Yeah. Again, we don't have the statistics as far as his height and weight, but again, for his size, he runs extremely hard and is able to really deliver a shot to the defensive player.
It's how quickly he hits the hole.
Yeah, it is. He hits the hole very quickly.
Do the Turks have an answer other than matching them score for score?
Yeah.
And already
turn it into a shootout, basically. Yeah. All right, they're going to go for 2 here. Hand off to Webster, and still on his feet, driving, but I think he is short. And no good. So the Turks hold there on that 2-point attempt, and now makes it 22-15. So 7-point lead for the Red Hawks here. 9 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in
game.
The third.
The Turks have got to answer. They really can't afford in a game. Both teams are run-oriented teams. Maybe the Turks start throwing the ball. We've got the right people to throw the ball.
I think the Turks, they need to just kind of get back and reestablish themselves like they were in the first quarter. They were running the ball effectively. I think they need to reestablish the run. No need to panic. 7-point game, lots of time remaining. Anybody's game at this point. So just run your offense.
Well,
do what you do best.
73 people watching the game.
Well, it's a great game. It's a great game. And those of you, welcome. Whether you are Turk fans or whether you're Red Hawk fans, all are welcome.
Our high number for the year so far.
There you go. Well, it's a great game. Like I said, I hope you've been with us the entire time here on TurkPride.tv. Press that like button, press that subscribe button to continue to bring this programming to you here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics.
Those sponsors that you see on the banner running across the bottom of your screen, make sure that you support them because they have helped. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring this to you.
And they help pay your hefty contract.
Yeah, my zero contract.
Yeah, your hefty contract, Brian. Yeah, there we go. It breaks through the open
He needs
field.
to keep going. He's going.
Oh,
He's going.
There you go, right there.
Touchdown, Turks!
Return for a touchdown. So just like that, Brian, the tide turns and the Turks have a chance to tie this ball game.
And
On the blink of an eye.
Mr. Talik has his second touchdown of the day.
Nice job there. So just that quickly on a special teams play, the Turks score, rally, and are now trailed by only one.
Now, I have to beg the question. They know that
You can
they
just
have
ask
been.
the question. You don't have to beg it. You could just ask it.
I'm begging you to answer my question.
Okay, go ahead. Hit me with it.
Is this an adjustment that the Turks made at halftime? They've been kicking it short. Did they go to their guy and say, look, you need to get the ball and you need to
just
go?
go. Yeah.
Because this is his second touchdown off of a kickoff this year as a short.
Yeah. Like I said, they really haven't. All their kicks have been short or onside kicks. So I think that's probably, they have not tried any kicks after. So their kicking game probably is not the strong suit for the Red Hawks.
Looks like we have a Sammamish fan watching number 69, Ali Kazik, is here watching us. Welcome to the broadcast.
Wonderful. Welcome.
Unless there's a 69 for the Turks, I don't know.
I see Ali Kazik, number
Yep.
69. And it is good. So we are tied. 9 minutes and 38 seconds remaining.
Did we make the extra point?
We're tied. It was
Because
good.
I don't watch.
It was good.
Okay.
Good. And we're tied at 22. 9 minutes and 38 seconds remaining here in the third. And a barn burner so far. So let's talk about a couple more of our great sponsors here on TurkPride.tv. Halloween is just around the corner, Brian. The days are getting colder. It's towards the end of September, and that means it's time to go get your pumpkin for Halloween.
Is there a pumpkin patch
There
close by?
certainly is. PJ's Pumpkin Patch is back this year for its fourth year and wants to thank everyone for visiting. Just be sure to seek them out. Great place to go. Great family activity. Pick a Saturday or a Sunday afternoon. Take the kids, go out and get your pumpkins and get ready for Halloween.
And they probably have all kinds of fun stuff going on, too.
I bet they
besides
do. I bet they do.
Probably a corn maze and some
all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, you make an afternoon of it. Family afternoon. It's a great activity. Take the kids out and have some fun outside.
Going out and picking your pumpkin before you take it home and carve it is definitely a Sky Valley tradition.
It is. It is. Lots of fond memories as a child getting out and looking forward to picking out that special pumpkin and bringing it home. All right, Turks are going to go ahead and kick off. Sammamish back to receive.
They're going to do an onside kick.
And, yeah, it's a short. I wouldn't call it an onside.
They might have got it. You're pretty close.
No, it looks like Sammamish is going to retain it. So I wouldn't have called that an onside kick. It was kind of a squib more than anything.
Well, you know what? It did what it was supposed to do.
It did.
Except it's not in the Turk. It's not Turk's ball.
No, it is not. So, but we're going to be Sammamish ball. 22-22 here. 9:36 remaining in the third.
Now I have to hasten back to last year where the Turks were down 21-7 going into the fourth quarter.
Against these same Red Hawks.
Against these same Red Hawks.
Yep.
And the Turks came back and won 28-21.
There we go.
I'm sure they have revenge on the mind. They're going to throw the ball here. Turks have one deep safety. If I was them, I would just ride number 8. There they go again. There he goes again.
And, nice job. They tied him up. Very short gain by number 8, Ty Webster, over the right side, tackled by a host of Turk defensive linemen.
Van Pelt and Hayden Murphy and all kinds. Lisa Van Orden says, love PJ's Pumpkin Patch. Well, we do too.
There we go.
And don't forget, we will have our Moss Defender defensive player of the game, defensive play of the game. So far, I mean, I don't know, that's a special teams play, but that's, we're still looking for our Moss Defender defensive play of the game so far.
Yes, we are.
He's coming around the other side. Oh,
There's Webster, turns the corner. He's got one man to beat, and he got him. just caught him. Had a good.
Well, Junior,
and that was,
Junior got caught.
And Mr. Feltner is the one who caught him.
Junior got caught up in the shuffle, so to speak, and he got around the corner.
Nice run by Mr. Webster. A nice defensive pursuit by the Turks to stop what looked to be an apparent touchdown.
Yeah, it's time for a turnover. The Turks need a turnover here.
All right, first down for the Red Hawks. Webster single back.
I wonder who's getting the ball.
Hand off to Webster up the middle, driving his feet and pushing forward, short of the goal line. Brian, taking a check on Max Preps here, the score in progress. Kings 28, Mount Baker 15 in the third quarter. So Kings coming in tied with the Turks for first place at 3-0 in the Emerald Sound Conference, coming into tonight's matchup. Leading Mount Baker again, 28
all
to 15.
non-conference stuff.
All non-conference stuff, but again, it's want to keep those non-conference wins that help as tiebreakers later on too. So single setback, Webster handoff on the left side, and he's going to just sidestep his way in, fairly untouched for a touchdown, and that now makes it 28-22, Sammamish. And the PAT upcoming.
Now, we are 7 minutes in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 7 minutes left, 7:19. And the Turks have not run an offensive play. They've run 3 offensive plays.
Yeah. Well, again, when you're running the ball, when both teams are heavily running the ball and there's few penalties, the clock goes very quickly. I mean, this is a very rapidly transpiring game. We're just now not quite even an hour and a half in, and we're almost halfway through the third quarter. Hand off to Webster on the right side, and he's going to just waltz into the end zone pretty much untouched for the 2-point conversion.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the keys to the game was our defensive line and their offensive line, and they're definitely making the holes for him.
Right.
Now, mind you, he is a special talent.
Yeah,
Webster is a special talent.
That young man has definitely next year he'll be playing football on Saturday.
Please don't call me a Dave Sims by fanning over the opposition. But speaking of which, I haven't seen. When
I was doing some of the pregame homework for this, I happened to look at the statistics, and I saw this young man, number 8, Ty Webster. I looked at his statistics and it said 230 yards per game average rushing, and I thought that can't be correct. But after watching him now for 2.5 quarters, I understand that young man is definitely a special talent and definitely difficult to bring down too. So anyway,
Mariners come up short down in Texas. So they lose 8-5.
Oh, that's not good.
It was 8-0 at one point. And it looks like Cal
good.
Raleigh had a 3-run homer, but they come up short. That's okay. They still have 2 more games. But time's running out. I didn't get to see how Houston did. Houston was.
All right, we're going to have the kickoff coming up here, Brian. It's been kind of adventures in kicking for both teams here, so we'll see what happens. And that's just kind of a punch kick there, and it's going to bounce and picked up by the Turks. And short gain and dropped at about the 23-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Turks.
Okay, well, inquiring minds that want to know. Houston lost to the Royals 7-5. Let's see. We know the Rangers won, and then I do know that the Blue Jays beat the Rays today 6-2. Mariners on the outside looking in.
Yeah, none of those results really help. Brian, looking at the other Max Preps scoreboard, another game of interest might be for you as our opponent next week. Granite Falls is playing Cascade of Leavenworth, and they're ahead 28-0. 28-0. Granite Falls over the Bruins of Cascade Leavenworth. Hand off, and that's Feltner. And short gain over the right side. dropped by a host of Red Hawks. Seven minutes remaining in the third.
$74 of you watching. 4 of you decided to go somewhere else and do something else, but that's okay. 77's quite a bit.
Hey, 77. We
74.
appreciate every single one of you
That
here
slant
for being
is
on.
right there.
Ooh,
Told you.
there you go. Nice play by Vargas. Still on his feet. And still on his feet. Oh, boy. Finally brought him down. Nice hustle there by that young man.
I told now. This is one of those Coach Brian's I told you so moments. The slant against the single high safety.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it worked.
And I thought that Caden Keeler, our quarterback, did a good job of letting that set up.
Mm-hmm. Letting it kind of develop. Nice gain. Like I said, by the Turks, that moves the sticks. 6 minutes. 6 minutes remaining.
Yards after the catch of 15, 20 yards.
Yeah, definitely. Vargas really some nice hustle there and just did not want to go down.
They're going to hand the ball off this time.
Yep, that's Feltner over the left side, and he's going to plunge forward for a couple. It's going to bring up second and probably about 7 or 8 yards. We'll get a spot here in just a moment.
We only gain a 2. So they are really doing a good job of keying on. We're just not getting the holes that we were getting.
Yeah, Feltner has definitely gotten his yards tonight, but they've been hard yards. He's really had to work for them. They've been short gains, no breakaways yet. Different than what we have seen from him earlier on in the season, where he's had some very long gains and been able to get into that second and third level of defenders and really make some hay.
Where's Hayden Murphy in this?
And it's a pass over the middle. And intercepted. Oh.
Went through the hands of Hayden Murphy.
Number 4, that's Rayan Showski. Rayan Showski with the interception.
I really thought that was, the right play. Hayden Murphy hadn't had a pass thrown to him all night.
Yeah, but deflected off his hands and intercepted by the Red Hawks. So it's turnover.
Now, we had only one turnover. The Turks had only had one turnover going into this game. And that is our second turnover tonight.
Mm-hmm. All right, 1st and 10 for the Red Hawks. From the 35-yard line. And that's off to Webster. Breaks a tackle and then drags a few players for a few additional yards. You can get 7, 8 yards.
You get 7, 8, 10 yards every time you touch the ball. You're going to win most of the games you're in. What a great test for the Turks tonight. I mean, this is.
All right. In other Emerald Sound Conference action, South Whidbey on the losing end of a 53-6 score versus Bellingham.
Ooh.
Yeah, that game is already done, so I probably was a running clock, I can imagine, and that game is already completed. Again, pretty lopsided loss there for South Whidbey tonight, 53-6 versus Bellingham.
It's going to be close to the first down. It's going to be just short. And the way these guys are running the ball, even if I was 4th and inches here coming up, I'm going for it.
Yeah, that's the thing, Brian. It's just difficult because their ability to run the ball and just kind of control the tempo. Time is going to become a factor in this game. I mean, we're down below 4 minutes in the third, so the clock is continuing to run, and with an 8-point lead and the ball, Sammamish is kind of controlling the tempo of thing here.
Play.
And short gain.
They gave him the first down on the last play, so Not a whole lot of flags tonight, which I think is pretty good.
And the last team in the Emerald Sound Conference that I was going to check on is Cedar Park Christian. Cedar Park Christian does not play. They play tomorrow against Blaine. They have a Saturday game
That's
against
because they
Blaine.
don't really have their own home field.
They don't have their own home field. They're sharing a field.
They're
So
sharing a
play,
field with
they're gonna play
Juanita,
Saturday.
I believe.
So they will play Saturday at 7 o'clock versus Blaine, Cedar Park Christian.
Oh, and
So
Blaine
that touches on everybody in the Emerald Sound Conference tonight.
Blaine's going to blast them. Timeout called.
Timeout. So with 2 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the third, Sammamish leads the hometown Turks 30-22.
I tell you, there's a couple guys missing tonight. I don't know where Brick Bush is, but boy, they sure miss him out there.
Yeah. All right. Well, Brian, you want to hit a few more of our fine sponsors here on TurkPride.tv, and I'll check on some more of these scores here.
Well, while you're checking on the scores, you do know if you're stuck in Gold Bar.
Well, I live in Gold Bar, but anyway.
Well, if you're, you can always get a pizza pie.
Oh, of course.
From Rico's Pizza.
Certainly can. I could even walk there. I mean, if I didn't have, if my car was broken or something, I could even just walk there.
And then of course, we have Invara Pharmacy, which you and I are patrons of.
Yes, I get prescriptions filled there periodically as I need to. Yes.
Well, I have lots of prescriptions I need filled.
I have, yes. I'm kind of right there with you. Got a couple myself. But yes, Invara Pharmacy, we do appreciate having a full-service pharmacy here right in town. And clinic, too. They offer COVID vaccinations, flu, influenza vaccinations, things like that. No change in the score. Kings now 34-15 over Mount Baker. 34-15 over Mount Baker.
There he goes.
There's Webster. We got a flag, though, on the backfield. Yeah, he's going to break.
That's coming back.
That one's going to come back. And it's a good thing, too, because that's going to be a touchdown, or would have been a touchdown.
Yes, it's
going to come all the way back.
We've got to hold.
Oh, it's going to come all the way back. Yeah, definitely, Mr. Webster put on a good show there, but it's all for naught. And he's like, "Oh man, you got to be kidding me! I did all that for nothing."
We got a Turk down in the end zone over there.
Okay.
And that's our clubhouse leader for our TurkPride.tv player of the game right there.
Yes, I would agree with you on that. And score in the third quarter remains Granite Falls 28, Cascade Leavenworth nothing.
Let's see here. I can't. Hopefully, I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, we're getting some. And Coach Rudd's heading over there, and Ms. Varnell from the sports medicine team is over there checking on the young man. And we can't get an identification on.
Well, I know who it is. I know which young man is down. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with him, but
he seems to be moving his extremities, his arms and his legs, so that's a good sign. Well, we don't want to speculate any further than that.
Well, he's up on his own power, not putting any.
He looks like he may have twisted his ankle a little bit. Yeah, he's hobbling a little bit. So.
Well, they'll get him over there to the the sideline and.
So Brian, Black and Blue Bowl next Friday night. Heading up to Grand Falls.
Might,
are you going to head up there? I heard you say something about you might make a little road trip and head up there.
Well, I really do like to watch the games at home on my TV on the NFHS network, which we're a member of.
Yes, we are.
Even though they're not nearly as good as TurkPride.tv.
No, but that's fine. That's fine. To each their own. But yes, like I said, so it looks like all the particulars right now. Kings is leading. Granite Falls is leading in their games. Turks trail in this one. So, again, those are the other two teams that we're keeping an eye on here in the Emerald Sound Conference. But league play starts next Friday night.
Wyatt
Simon
in getting some quarterback duty over there for Mr. Talek. who is hopefully going to be all right.
High snap, and that's a reverse, number 13. But the Turks sniffed that one out nicely. Wow, big hit and a big loss on the play. That's going to be a loss of probably 10 yards on the play.
Yeah.
Oh, nice defensive play there by the Turks. And, yeah, we're going to look at third and a long ways to go for the Red Hawks.
Well, this is a big down for the Turks right now.
Yeah, you need to hold, get the ball back, and then see if we can score and get this game back tied up. Turks trailing again 30-22. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Okay, well, you know that they have gone to that. They have gone to that fade to the left.
3 wide receivers to the left side, Brian. Yep. So, you could look for something towards the sidelines here.
They're running the ball to the right.
Oh.
One of the Turks jumped off sides.
Yeah. We're going to have encroachment on the defense, so that's going to step off 5.
Well, and that doesn't change the play. It's
Does
still
not.
third and forever.
Yeah, it's
Third now it'll be 3rd and 10 though. That changes. Well, that's going to be 3rd and 15. Yeah.
3rd and 15. Yeah, more than 15. I think the scoreboard's got that wrong. That's 10. I think it's going to be 3rd and about 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3rd and 20.
Okay.
3rd and 20. It was 3rd and 25. Now 3rd and 20 for
Yeah.
the Red Hawks.
But
So
still,
I think you're right. It's still if you're gonna. I don't know that you necessarily change your
But
play.
they've
here for
shown
5
that
more
they
yards.
can just throw the ball now. So if you watch, they've got 3 receivers in this set.
He's going to hang it up here on the left
13 is
side.
going to run out into by the 50-yard line. You're going to see that ball come out
Yep,
right about
coming.
now.
Yep.
Oh, but they're going to get
but
the
they got
sack
a
instead.
Nice pressure by the defensive line, tackled by number 52.
Blitz called.
All right, now it's 4th down, and it is a punting situation, I would think, for the Red Hawks here. They don't want to give the Turks the ball back in such primo field position, so I would anticipate the first punt.
And we're going to
see for the.
We've got our future broadcast extraordinaire, Keegan Arnold, back deep.
There we go.
Oh, he's so good at basketball. Oh, my gosh, he's so much fun. I got him to come on air and do the girls' games with me, and he was just amazing last year.
Hopefully somebody will step up and take our jobs someday. Geez Louise.
And that's just not a good punt.
Update on the score: Granite Falls and Cascade. Granite Falls now 34-0 over Cascade of Leavenworth. Again, our opponents for next Friday night, the Tigers of Granite Falls, leading 34-0 over Cascade.
Hey, parents, the Turk Fan Club needs you. Yes, you want to help us but can't make a long-term season commitment? No problem. You can help us for just a couple hours in the concession stand at any event. Need us? Help us. Help the kids.
So do you phone in your order, and do they bring you your free food?
I don't give free food. I won't accept it either. I mean, every once in a while I'll get a free drink or something.
I don't know, Brian. Inquiring minds want to know.
All right.
Hand off to Feltner up the middle.
Well, they've got to do a good job establishing. Oh, goodness gracious, what are we doing out there?
We have an update in the Kings Mount Baker game.
Well, that's going to be now. They usually get the second guy through.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct against Sammamish. However, it's usually not the first. The second guy is the one that gets caught.
The one that gets caught, yes. All right, they're going to discuss that.
So I think one of the Turks need to be taken over to the sideline and say, "Hey, young man, don't do that."
Dock that off. We don't do that. You're hurting your team. All right, Brian, update in the Kings Mount Baker game. Kings 35, Mount Baker 15. So it looks like Kings is on their way to a victory. Granite Falls on a way to a victory. The two other teams that are towards the top thus far in the standings with the hometown Turks, who are locked in a tough one right now, 22-30. They trail by 8. And that's going to be against Sammamish. So they're going to back it up.
Yeah, it looks like we had some extracurricular activity going on in the back there. I mean, it ends up in the Turks' favor, but that flag could have gone the other way.
All right, so the Turks.
But they don't have the ability to see things the way we do.
Knocking on the door here. Turks 32 seconds remaining
So
in the
now
third.
the slant is going to be open on the left side and not the right on this.
Hand off. Looks like that's Van Pelt. Oh, no, it's Feltner.
Yeah.
No.
That was Feltner, I think.
Yes, it's Feltner. Sorry, just couldn't see from that vantage point. So Feltner over the right side, short gain.
Who's had a great game running the ball tonight.
He has. He's accumulated yards, but they've been tough yards. They've been mostly, 5 yards or less. No big breakaway runs like we have been accustomed to seeing him do earlier in the season.
Oh, the fourth quarter's coming up.
All right. Fourth quarter, 12 minutes to go with the Turks knocking on the door, but still trailing by 8.
I want to give a compliment to the Sammamish coaches who have done a really good job getting this team to buy into their philosophy of what they're doing.
Yeah. And again, as we said, their numbers are about half.
Just
their
don't
depth is
please
half.
Please don't call me Dave Sims. Please.
No, Dave.
No. Ron Sims or
No. You are. No. You are and will always be, Brian. I once scored 4 touchdowns in a single game, Atkinson.
Yeah, well, it was against my 4-year-old cousin when I was 10, but we were, it was in the backyard Nerf football.
Don't ever cloud a good story with the facts. Okay, Brian, don't.
And it was 5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns.
But I lost 6-5.
I see.
He scored 6 on me.
So you were even better than Al Bundy is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. and then I rolled out of bed and woke up.
All right.
And yeah, we are aging ourselves a little bit with
just a little.
An old fox married with children.
Yes, we are. But we're aging ourselves because we are aged, Brian. That's why.
Just some things.
You're younger than I am, though, so you're still a pup.
Some things just age real well.
They do. Some things just.
Al Bundy scoring 4 touchdowns in one
single game. That's a classic. Just never gets old.
All right. 2nd and 12 coming up.
Yep, 2nd and 12 for the Turks.
Well, they're going to have to start throwing the ball here again. That turnover,
And back to pass. Good protection. And wide open. And
Keegan Arnold with the catch.
Closed on quickly by a series of defenders from Sammamish and dropped after a short gain. And we got a Sammamish player that is down.
So Junior was the deeper receiver, and Keegan just did a flat. And when they're 10 yards deep and they're keying on Mr. Electric, Junior Vargas, that's why that was open. That's why that play was open. So Keegan Arnold with the
Arnold was wide open there on the.
And unfortunately, we have another player down.
Yeah, we have a Sammamish Red Hawk down. And I believe it is number 15. We will confirm that, but I believe it's number 15, Jamil Thomas.
I hate to see that.
Yeah, we've had a couple of injuries.
He is a senior. You just hate to see that on either side.
Yeah.
You want everybody to come out of these. The football is such a wonderful, wonderful game.
It is. It is. It's uniquely
You would think
American.
that it's just this. It's just this. Testosterone infused battle, but there is a lot of thinking involved, and where everybody has to do their job in order for a play to work.
Yep.
And yes, you're matching wills, and it's a physical game, but you've got to not let the moment get too big for you. You've got to do your job. You've got to just step in and do the things that you're supposed to do. And even then, you may or may not get what you need.
Yeah. Yeah, it like you said, it is a very physical game, but it's almost as much, if not more so, an emotional game. All right, so as we await additional.
I was driving through town the other night, and I stopped off at Vic's Burger Shack.
All right,
I'll tell you what, I got the best shake I've ever had.
Brian, he's sitting up now, and we can confirm it's number 15, Jamil Thomas, for the Red Hawks. That is the injured player, but he is sitting currently, so that is good. Looks like he's moving his legs, his extremities, which is good. And it looks like they're going to try to get him to his feet. And, yes, he is to his feet. And a nice round of applause from the Turks and from their Sammamish teammates. But it looks like that young man may have just gotten the wind knocked out of him.
I'm hoping that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's just kind of got hit wrong and got the wind knocked out of him. And hopefully he'll be able to take a break and get back into the action here very soon. All right. So you said you were driving through town? Is that what
Well, I had to go to Vic's Burger Shack.
Oh, I had to go to Vic's Burger
I
Shack.
had to get a root beer float.
I haven't. I like root beer. That's something I would just not think to buy, though. I mean, I love root beer floats, but I just would not think to go buy one of those.
Huh? It's draft root beer, too. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, root beer is good if it's cold. I mean, it's got to be super, super cold, too.
All right. Well, the Turks are lining up here. It's 3rd and 4. We're in 4-down territory.
Yeah, we are. With trailing by 8, the Turks need to be sure that they come away with some points here.
You've got 3 receivers to the right, and you've got 1 to the left. I tell you what, I'm running my left wing back. I'm running him in motion. I'm going to put 4 receivers out into the.
Yeah, we got everybody and their brothers out. 2 receivers.
And this would be a good
2
time.
wingbacks.
This would be a good time to run the keeper too. Run a boot.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
They did exactly what I thought they would do. And Van Pelt for the touchdown.
Nice play. So, yeah, student body right, and Van Pelt was able to cut in there and scamper into the end zone.
It's almost like I was in the huddle calling the play.
Yeah. Jeez, you should. Are you gonna leave the booth and go down on the sidelines?
No, there's a reason I'm up here and they're down there.
Okay. Well, now what? You're going to try to renegotiate your contract for more money? Gee.
Well,
folks,
I want 100 times more.
We may have to go off the air here because Brian may bankrupt TurkPride.tv.
Yeah, 0 times 100 is still 0. You guys, I get no respect. I'm the Rodney Dangerfield of broadcasting. We got 80 people watching. Welcome to the broadcast. The Turks down by 2.
Yep, here they're going to try to tie this up with a 2-point conversion. So they got a wide spread. They're going to try to throw this in for this.
Oh, he is going to be wide open on the
Vargas
right.
in motion. Oh, and it's a handoff to Van Pelt.
And he's going to. He was going to be just short.
Just short.
Well, now the Turks are going to need to. Turks are going to need a stop and a score. So, 11. What a game.
It is. This is everything I thought it would be coming into tonight.
Well, they can't let them go down and score a touchdown because then they could be down by 2 scores.
Right. That failed 2-point conversion is
yes,
big.
They can
really
stop.
big.
Yes, they can stop the 2-point conversion and only be down by 8. But the defense really needs to get a stop here for the Turks.
Yeah, they do. This is critical because with running the ball as much as they have, we've seen that the clock continues to run. I mean, Brian, we're only less than 2 hours into this game, and we're into the 4th quarter already. We've got an update on the score. Kings and Mount Baker. Kings now 49-15. So that one looks to be pretty well in hand.
Kings is doing Kings things.
Yeah, Kings is being Kings again. So that'll be the opponent of the Turks on the 6th of October. We'll be playing Kings on the 6th of October.
They'll be here.
Yes, here at Turk Stadium on October the 6th.
Okay. Are we going to have an onside kick? I kind of hope not.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Need to kick it
no,
deep.
They need to get it deep and make them earn it. Because you're going to see a lot of Mr. Webster. Yeah, it's kind of a pooch, but handled cleanly.
Very well done by that man.
Yeah.
Very well done by that player. What you do there is you shorten. If you're going to kick it like that, you might as well do the onside kick.
Update on our opponent for next Friday night, Brian. Granite Falls now 41-0 over Cascade of Leavenworth. So it looks like both Kings and Granite Falls cruising to apparent victories tonight as the Turks find themselves tied up in a very battle here tonight against Sammamish.
If I'm Sammamish, I'm running the ball, and I'm doing a hurry-up offense.
Number
and
8's
just
going
keep running.
You're going to see a lot of number 8, just like we have. And there he is on the right side, breaks through the first.
I tell you what, guys, arm tackles are not going to get the job done.
Yep. All right, clock continues to run.
And I'm putting my 2 linebackers on the outside.
It's
and
like
I'm
your job is to go wherever number 8 goes. Your job is to go wherever number 8 goes.
Matter of fact, I might call a corner blitz one of these times coming up.
Yeah,
to the far side of the field.
They have only completed one.
Because they're not going to
pass.
look and see if that corner comes in.
Yeah.
Now, we got Landon Bauer out there on his own out on the right
on
side.
the island there, yeah. There's Webster up the middle, still on his feet. And
that's
going to
be close to the first down,
close.
If not the first down.
Yeah, very close. Now it's going to be 3rd and about 1. Third and 1.
And if them, I'm like running the ball down there.
I think
it's going to take a turnover, or they're going to have to do the tackle for a loss.
Turks are going to have to, they're going to need a turnover here, I think, because Sammamish is just going to continue to grind the timeout, and you're going to get Webster right, Webster left, Webster up the middle.
You have to do a run blitz here. You have to from the outside.
Do something to kind of try to break it up. There's Webster over the right side, breaks through the first line of defenders, still on his feet, and that's good for a first down. That's going to move the sticks as we now are at the 10-minute mark. 10 minutes, just over 10 minutes remaining in the 4th.
Well, we got 80 of you out there. That's a new record for the season. That's a season high.
We want to thank all of you for being here on what's
volleyball topped 100 the other night?
Oh, volleyball topped 100. That's what Dave Moon is saying.
Well, Debbie was telling me they had 400 the other day.
400?
I think she was trying.
I think she's embellishing.
She was trying to.
She's embellishing just a little. I think
she was trying to get a rise out of me. It was hilarious.
There's Webster. He's bouncing. He's out the left side, still on his feet. We got a flag coming in from behind. That usually indicates holding.
Well, that's the one thing that can derail these guys, and they're. Well, for me, this is pretty much the ball game right here. They have got to keep them from scoring here.
Correct. Because 2 things are happening. They're running off the clock, and they're moving closer. If they score and eat up clock, it's going to be very difficult for the Turks to come back. And it's going to end up
being probably 1st and 17 coming up because he only gained 3 yards. So, I mean, they can still run the ball, and they're going to still run the ball. But you got to go. You've got to get your your safety up. You got to dare them. You got to dare them. You got to go zero blitz on something.
Yeah,
like
you got to dare them to throw the ball because you just can't let them sit and continue to run. There's Webster to the right, and nice pursuit there by the Turks.
Held in basically. It's a good gain. Going to be.
Gain of a couple on that one. It's still going to be 2nd and long, so 2nd about 17 for Sammamish now getting close to 9 minutes remaining.
If I'm Sammamish, I'm still running the ball. If I get down to 4th down, I'm still running the ball.
I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, until the Turks prove that they can stop number 8. Number 8's just going to continue to get the ball.
And if I'm on defense, I mean, I'm doing a run blitz here. You tell your corners.
The Turks are definitely stacking things up. You can see that they just don't.
Yeah, they're going to throw it this time. Oh, it's going to be a quarterback keeper.
That's something we have not seen, and that's just a short gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now that's a great play. That's a great play for them. And remember that for later because they may throw off of that.
They could.
That was just That was a setup play.
Well, the Turks are really bringing everybody up.
Remember,
tight.
I told you, I'm impressed with the coaching staffs for Sammamish on how well prepared these guys are.
Yeah. Well, I think they did their homework. They knew that Feltner was the person to key on. And for the most part, Feltner has been kept in check tonight. He's gotten his yards, but he's had to work very hard for them, and they've been relatively short gains. Nothing long for Feltner tonight. Number 8, Webster's Handoff. And he's going to pound his way down. It's going to be 4th down and
4th and
about
8, 4th and 6.
6.
Okay.
4th and
4 it says up there.
4. Okay.
That's a long 4. Probably
It's a
more
long
close
4,
to,
but I would say Sammamish they really don't have a choice. They've not shown that they have really any kicking game, so they're going to go.
They're going to go for it. I mean, this is the ball. For me, this is pretty much the ball game right here.
Yeah, because if they get another set of downs, it's going to get this clock down to probably, under 4 minutes to go.
So they're going to run the ball to the left. I don't think they're going to throw here.
No,
but they're going to run the ball to the left. You have got to cheat out on the left side on that corner.
There it is to the left. Webster, they caught him. No, it's no good. Tackled him and turnover on down. So nice play.
I think they're saying they think they made it.
No, I don't think he got that much yardage. Are they? Unless they're going to have a measurement here. It just looked like the pursuit was very good for the Turks.
It's going to be within inches if they make it, and it comes down to the spot.
No, that's going to be 1st down for the Turks.
Turks with the stop that they needed.
Yep, there you go. Okay, so that's the first part. Second part now is obviously you've got good time. 7 minutes almost remaining.
So, this comes down to you got to just go score.
Yes,
you have to go score because you can't. I mean, I realize you want to take the time off the clock and score right as the time is expiring. That's a good defensive section for the Turks there.
But I think Sammamish tried that, Brian, right before the halftime, and I really questioned their clock management on that drive. When they got the onside kick, they got the ball back, or I should say the kickoff fumble and got the ball back and just wasn't able to do anything with it.
Well, let's see what they're going to run here.
1st and 10 from the 22, handoff. And that's Feltner, and we've seen that play quite a bit tonight. But, again, not yet been able to break it.
Running it off tackle.
Off tackle left.
And now they've already seen the receivers to the side and handing the ball off to Van Pelt.
All right, so clock continues to run here. Turks trailing by 2 with the ball. 2nd and 8 on the 24.
Do you go back to Hayden Murphy here? Across the middle.
I think you got to keep him honest, yeah.
And well, it looks to me like they're going to run. They're going to put Van Pelt in motion to the right here or to the left.
There's Van Pelt. Good call. And Van Pelt breaks through. And nice run. That's going to be a 1st down for the Turks.
If I'm the defensive coach up in the box up there, I'm screaming, they're going to run it again.
Van Pelt has had a nice job getting some key yardage for the Turks, keeping drives going this evening. He was our TurkPride.tv player of the game, I believe, last week.
Last week was, yeah, he was.
Yeah, I think he was last week. Mr. Van Pelt was our player of the game.
They're going to run off tackle again.
Yeah, it's Feltner.
It's just you need to.
He's worked very hard for his yards tonight. Derek has really worked hard tonight. He's going to be sore tomorrow because he has taken a lot of hits as he's done those dive plays off tackle right, off tackle left. Getting close to the 5-minute mark, Brian, here. Yeah. 5 minutes to go.
Well, they're going to need a big play here.
So this is the drive here.
Derek's going to leave the field for a few moments. They're going to pass out of this.
Yeah, this would be I would anticipate a passing formation with Feltner on the sidelines, and it is. Blitz coming. Oh, and they got him. Blitz by the corner, just came untouched. That was number 2, Ebenezer Simon, with the sack.
Yeah, well, they're going to need a big play here because it's going to be 3rd and 18.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Sammamish to dial up that corner blitz,
like I said,
and it worked.
Like I said, I mean, that was that outside blitz like I kept telling you about.
Yeah, Simon came untouched, and dropped the Turks QB for a big loss. And now you're looking at 3rd and 19, Brian. 3rd and 19. What do you dial up on 3rd and 19 here?
Yeah, a timeout.
A timeout. Let's talk about it, right? This is important. This is a big play right here. Let's talk about this. All right, speaking of big things coming up, moss defenders. It's getting to be fall. Moss is going to start to grow on your roof, and you want to protect that investment.
So far, our moss defender play of the game is to stop on 4th down. Though.
Yes.
But that's...
Yes. But Moss Defender specializing in roof moss removal and treatment to preserve the look and life of your roof.
I believe that was Landon Bauer over there that got that tackle. So, you know.
And the key thing is that they do not pressure wash roofs, causes too much damage. They do gutter cleaning, pressure washing of hard surfaces, and siding wash all. And the Sultan High School Turk Fan Club. Hey, parents, they need you. And as Brian was saying earlier, if you just do a short-term commitment, that's fine. They can always use your help in the concession stand supporting the various activities and Sultan athletics.
And I'm just going to put a plug out there right now. If you have a student who is precocious and likes to talk,
precocious. That's a word you don't.
We would love to have them come in the booth and have us train them how to be a broadcaster.
Precocious is a word that you don't get a chance to use every day. That really is.
It's kind of precocious.
That's a good job, the way to work that in.
It's kind of precocious for me to use it.
It is. That's you know.
But we would love to get some students in here to broadcast.
3rd and 19, back to pass, scrambling to his right, stops, throws deep down the field.
He's open.
Has a man open. Oh, incomplete. DB could have had an interception, but it actually hit him in the back. Number 4 was Rayon Showski.
Well, you have no choice now. You have to punt it now.
Yep.
It's 4th and 19. You have got to punt it and hope.
Hope for a turnover?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go for it here. 4th and 19 and give the ball back to Sammamish. That's close.
The good news for the Turks is we have the ability to kick a field goal if it comes down to it.
Yes, we do. And Sammamish has shown no ability or desire maybe to kick.
With 3:53 to go, they're going to need a turnover or a quick stop.
Yeah, because we're just going to see Mr. Webster, and it's going to run this clock out here. So the Turks are going to look for something. And punts it away. Nice punt. And fielded by number 4. And it's a turnover.
I think they got it.
Yes,
they did.
They
pulled it out of his hands.
What we're looking for.
Who got that ball?
Rayon Showski coughed it up.
I didn't get to see.
He had it, and it lost control.
I lost my replay ability, so I can't see who made the tackle.
Yeah.
Or who stripped
Showski had it, number 4, and he lost the handle, and the Turks took it away.
Well,
and
it looks like Aiden Masterjohn was in there on the mix on that.
Wow, Brian, that's just what the doctor ordered right there. A big turnover with less than 4 minutes to go. So Turks, that's just like getting that nice long first down right there.
We just need one.
All you got to do is get in the end zone. You don't even need the PAT necessarily, because I think it's going to be very difficult here. There's not going to be a lot of time left. Back to pass. Oh, and almost an interception. Oh, so close. That would have been bad. All right.
Well, you're not ahead of the chains now.
3:35, 2nd and 10 for the Turks.
I'm okay with a Caden keeper on this, or bring in Ben Dilger for a play and let him run the quarterback keeper.
Lots of time. There's still 3.5 minutes remaining, so the Turks
just
need to get a first down.
Maybe we need to do a sweep with a sweep. Yeah, they're going to sweep it.
Yeah, it's Feltner.
So you bring Junior emotion on that, and that would be great if they could just hand him the ball and let him do what he does.
Mm-hmm. Third and 6.
Yeah, we're not in field goal territory
yet. This is 2-down territory. You're going for a first down here. As the clock continues to run, approaching 3 minutes. 3 minutes to go.
Let's see what
Turks trailing by 2 with the
defense,
ball.
What's the defense giving you?
One deep safety, two corners.
They're going to run the slant to Junior.
No, that's a handoff. And now you got fourth down. Short gain. It's going to be 4th and about 3. Yeah, it looks like 4th and about 3, 4th and 2, I guess. I have to call that a long 2.
I would say 30 yards is about our field goal kicker's range. So we need to be
right
about
at the 30.
We need to be about the 23-yard line in order for us to make that.
4th and 2. Play of the game right here, Brian. Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
Well, with 2:19 to go, yeah.
This is going to be your last chance here. Because if you get the ball up, you're not going to get it back.
They're going to run a wide receiver screen on this.
Man in motion. Oh, high snap. And
he's going to be short.
He's short. I think he's going to be short.
It's going to be really close. It's.
Oh, he moved it back. The official moved it back.
They're going to measure. They need to measure. I think it's going to be just short.
First down.
Okay.
Oh, ho, ho.
That's a gift.
By the closest of margins.
That's a gift.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you. That keeps the drive alive. Under 2 minutes remaining. So Turks are now 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line.
Well, you really want to make sure you try to get in and score. But now, we're not quite in field goal range yet.
No, it's still too far for a kick.
I want to.
Clock begins to run.
I want Junior to come in motion, and I want to see him.
Pass. Oh.
There he goes!
Oh, close. Boy, it was a cornerback blitz. Keeler took a shot, Brian. He's bending over right now. Oh, no, that's Feltner, excuse me. But that was a corner blitz by number 2, Ebenezer Simon again. Almost got to Keeler, but he got it away, and Vargas made the catch.
That's that slant into the middle against the single safety.
Mm-hmm. All right. 1st and goal from the 6.
Now they're gonna take more time off the clock here before they have to. Feltner's gonna get the ball here.
Oh, touchdown!
Touchdown, Turks!
Feltner just put a shot on the defender right at the goal line, and he won that battle. So Turks.
So it really doesn't matter if you go for 2 here or if you go for 1.
It really doesn't, no, because again.
So you're going to kick it here.
Sammamish doesn't have a kicking game, so they're going to go just for a touchdown. So, wow, what a game! 34-30, just over 1 minute remaining here in the 4th. Turks now jump out to a 4-point lead with the PAT upcoming. But as Brian said, really kind of academic.
Well, it looks like they're going to go for 2 here.
Yeah. Try to get it to 6, and then if they were to score and fail on their extra point, it could be a tie. So probably a smart move by Coach Rudd right here to try for the 2-point conversion.
I'm just running the ball up the middle. I'm not trying to get them any chance to go the other way. Oh.
Keeler goes around and incomplete.
Yeah, and like I said, a touchdown gives them 6 points. The game's over.
Right. All right. So here we go. Buckle them up. 1 and 3 seconds to go.
This has been everything we thought it would be.
It sure has, boy. This has been the game of the year thus far. Just very entertaining, and hoping you're enjoying it at home just as much as we're enjoying bringing it to you here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. All right, let's check the Max Prep scoreboard. We have a final. Granite Falls 41, Cascade nothing. And the score on the Kings game is probably getting close to a final as well.
The only thing that has me worried is that we might have scored too quickly.
Yeah, that could be.
Because, Webster is so dynamic that he's just one play. He's just one touch away from scoring.
Yeah, he is. He could just blow it open. And we got an update. Kings 63, Mount Baker 22. Wow. Kings is just pouring it on against Mount Baker. So they're well on their way to a victory tonight.
You better kick this as deep as you can.
Yeah, we got to make them work as long of a field as possible.
Timeout. They had to waste a timeout because they didn't have the right number of guys on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big mistake here. That certainly could come back to haunt them as they need those timeouts with just 1:03. Because, again, if they're going to run with Webster, unless their coach probably going to tell him run for the sidelines.
So Derek Barkman says, nice job. Well, Derek, what did you think about me calling the slant and pressuring the safety like that all night long? And then that's the play that is it, putting them in position. Yeah, that's me patting myself on the back.
Yeah, Brian, you're going to hurt your arm. You're going to hurt your arm bending it in that way to pat yourself on the back.
Like I said, there's a reason. There's a reason I'm up here and they're down there.
Oh, folks, I tell you,
you may not know, but I did spend a season coaching on the sidelines.
Yeah, I know you did. All right, time for a kickoff. Like I said, if now is the time for a deep kick.
Now, where is Webster at in this?
I don't know that he is. Like I said, I'd have him as my deep back, but he's the up back, I think. Number 2 against Simon is the deep back. They need to get it over Webster's head. All right, here we go. Last minute. Oh, there you go. That's a nice kick right there. And
he's going to have to pick that up.
Simon's got it. And he's going to break up the sideline. Still on his feet. Nice run back to the 35-yard line. It's going to be first and 10.
Too bad that didn't make it into the end zone. That's what we needed it to do.
Yeah. 54 seconds remaining. They're going to start first and 10 on the 35.
I'm going to watch it. Yeah,
and gosh, Brian, who do you think is going to get the ball? For Sammamish, who do you think is going to touch the ball? I think number 8 is going to touch the ball, or you're going to see a pass to the sidelines.
You've got to keep contained. That's the key here is I think they only have one timeout left.
Yeah, and what I think you have to tell your running back is don't fight for that additional yardage. Get out of bounds. We'll take the out of bounds versus 4 or 5 additional yards. Pitch.
Ball's on the ground. It goes out of bounds.
And that's exactly what we talked about, Brian. They run it to the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to get some yardage. Was a bad handle there, but that was the basic idea. They were going to pitch and go to the sidelines.
Derek, thank you for the at least acknowledging that it was astute analysis, even though I think most people could have figured that out. But you realize you asked him to acknowledge you. You realize that, right? I do.
Yeah, you asked for that.
This is exciting. My goodness.
This is good stuff right here.
He's back to pass. I haven't seen that a lot. Oh, he's going to go down. He's going to get sacked.
Yep. Dropped.
Clock is still running.
39.
They're going to have to call a timeout.
So 39 seconds remaining. That was a curious call right there, Brian. Like I said, it
was 2nd and 10, and
I would think that
your running back is getting 10 to 15 yards of carry, and you go back. And
I think you just pitch it to him and let your best athlete on the field do what he does best, try to find a lane and head for the sidelines.
He's still so dangerous. He's still so dangerous at this point.
Oh, yeah.
So right now, our Moss defender defensive play of the game, of course, is the special teams play of the game where they stripped that punt.
Yes.
So they've been throwing the ball to 13. That's what they're Ricken Shoki. They've been throwing the ball to him a lot, and he has been able to get deep on the corner.
He has. They've had a couple of nice passes. They haven't thrown the ball that much, but the couple passes that they have thrown have been successful for pretty good yardage. All right, here we go, Brian. 39 seconds remaining.
And then as soon
now
as the
Webster
game's over,
is a wide receiver, Brian. Webster is clear on the far side. Lined up.
Who is on him, though?
And you're going to see him get the ball. Oh, it hit. And
It's intercepted! Intercepted!
All right,
Derek
that's gonna be
Feldner
the game.
intercepts the ball!
The ball was hit. Quarterback's arm was hit. The ball was up for grabs, and Feltner makes the interception, and that's going to seal the deal right there. So, yeah, they were going to go to Webster, and the nice pressure by the Turks. Arm of the quarterback was hit, and the ball was up for grabs, and we got it. Good job.
Now, I realize that the interception that was thrown earlier was not his fault. It went through the hands of the receiver.
Right.
Running the offense tonight nearly flawlessly, finding the receivers at key points. Caden Keeler, in my opinion, should be our TurkPride.tv player of the game.
I think he did do a nice job. I was thinking about him even before you said that. He's done a nice job of just managing the offense tonight. Nothing spectacular. Just, kept his composure out there. I like the way that they moved from a very run-heavy first quarter to a much more balanced offense as the game progressed. So I think he would be a fine recipient.
Last time the team was 4-0 was several years ago. It's been a while. They went 6-0 to start.
All right, and that's going to do it. The clock is going to run.
But Michelle Rudd, thank you so much for the compliment. I am almost in tears over here. I am so excited, and I am so happy that we have Rick Rudd and we have Coach Murphy with us leading these young men. It's going to be a battle at Granite Falls next week,
yeah,
Dan.
It is. It's going to be a good one, Brian. You got a couple of teams really on a roll that are going to do battle in the Black and Blue Bowl next Friday night up at Granite Falls.
And while we celebrate a Turk win, I want to give all my shout out to, we're at 100. We were at 100. All my shout out to Sammamish. You guys are amazing. And that was one hell of a ball game, and you guys did not disappoint.
Yeah, no, that was as good as you could have hoped for in a high school football game, and it was everything I had hoped it would be coming into this game. I looked at this on paper, and it's like, these are two really evenly matched teams, and sure enough, it was everything that we thought it would be.
Yeah.
So everything we thought it would be.
Well, anyway, I just wanted, our TurkPride.tv player of the game is going to be Caden Keeler. And, we could give it to Derek Feltner every single game we could give it to him.
Yeah, he had a great game. Just ran hard, but Caden, I think, just did a nice job managing the game.
And I want to give it, I want to give the defensive line, who really, really had a rough day.
Mm-hmm. Well, they had their hands full, Brian.
They got the pressure at the end.
Yeah.
So, for all of us here at TurkPride.tv,
for Brian and myself, Dan,
#Turks First,
and good night.